forget what you think you know about November 27th. This single day has shaped our world in ways you won't believe. Before we dive into the annals of history, let's celebrate some legends. November 27th marks the birth of the incomparable martial arts icon Bruce Lee, born in 1940. It's also the birthday of rock and roll's electrifying guitar god Jimi Hendrix, who entered the world in 1942. And for a dose of scientific enthusiasm, we also celebrate the birth of the one and only Bill Nye, the science guy, born on this day in 1955. Quite a lineup. Now, let's journey through time and uncover 10 pivotal historical moments that all share this very date. On November 27, 1703, a catastrophic event struck off the coast of Cornwall, England. The first Eddystone Lighthouse, a marvel of early engineering, designed by Henry Winstanley, was completely destroyed during the Great Storm of 1703. The fierce tempest, one of the most severe in British history, claimed not only the lighthouse, but also Winstanley himself and all 5 of its keepers. Its loss underscored the immense power of nature and the vital, yet perilous, need for maritime navigation aids. A monumental decision was made on November 27, 1895, when Swedish chemist and industrialist Alfred Nobel signed his final will and testament at the Swedish-Norwegian Club in Paris. Troubled by the destructive applications of his inventions, particularly dynamite, Nobel stipulated that the bulk of his fortune be used to establish a series of prizes for those who shall have conferred the greatest benefit to humankind. This act gave birth to the prestigious Nobel Prizes, which continue to honor extraordinary achievements in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace to this day. In Washington, D.C., on November 27, 1901, the U.S. Army War College was officially established. Founded by then-Secretary of War Elihu Root, its mission was to educate senior military officers in the art and science of warfare at the highest levels. This institution was created to provide a dedicated place for strategic thought and leadership development, ensuring the U.S. Army had officers capable of planning and executing complex operations on a national and global scale. November 27, 1910, marked a grand day for New York City as the original Pennsylvania station officially opened its doors to the public. Designed by the architectural firm McKim, Mead & White, this Beaux Arts masterpiece was a monumental gateway to the city, featuring a vast Roman-inspired main waiting room and an impressive concourse. It revolutionized rail travel, connecting Manhattan to the mainland for the first time by rail tunnel, and stood as a symbol of American engineering and design prowess for over 5 decades. As World War II raged across Europe, November 27, 1940 saw a significant geopolitical shift when the Kingdom of Romania officially joined the Axis powers. Under the leadership of Ion Antonescu, Romania aligned itself with Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan. This move provided the Axis with crucial access to Romanian oil fields, a vital resource for the German war machine, and committed Romanian forces to the Eastern Front against the Soviet Union. A dramatic and defiant act of resistance unfolded on November 27, 1942, in the French naval base of Toulon. As German forces advanced to seize the remaining French fleet following the Allied landings in North Africa, French naval commanders made the harrowing decision to scuttle their own ships. Over 70 warships, including battleships, cruisers, and submarines, were deliberately sunk by their crews to prevent them from falling into enemy hands. This brave act denied the Axis a powerful naval asset and symbolized French defiance against occupation. On November 27, 1965, the grim realities of the escalating Vietnam War were laid bare for President Lyndon B. Johnson. The Pentagon delivered a stark warning. If the number of American troops in Vietnam reached 300,000, the U.S. could expect to suffer 1,000 casualties per month. This critical briefing highlighted the increasingly perilous nature of the conflict and foreshadowed the deep divisions and immense human cost that the war would inflict on American society. In the midst of the Cold War space race, November 27, 1971, saw a historic first as the Soviet Union's Mars 2 probe became the first human-made object to impact the surface of Mars. Although the lander's parachute system failed, causing it to crash, its orbiter successfully entered Martian orbit. This mission represented a monumental leap in planetary exploration, providing valuable data even in its partial success, and pushed the boundaries of what was possible in space. San Francisco erupted in violence on November 27, 1978, in what became known as the White Night Riots. This intense civil unrest followed the assassinations of Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk by former city supervisor Dan White. Milk, one of the first openly gay elected officials in the U.S., was a powerful advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. The subsequent lenient sentencing of White for manslaughter rather than murder ignited widespread outrage, leading to a night of protests and confrontations that highlighted deep social tensions. A groundbreaking medical milestone was achieved on November 27, 2005, when the world's first partial face transplant was successfully performed in Amiens, France. A team of surgeons led by Dr. Jean-Michel Dubernard and Dr. Bernard de Vauchel transplanted a new nose, lips, and chin onto Isabelle Dinoir, a woman severely disfigured by a dog attack. This revolutionary procedure opened new frontiers in reconstructive surgery, offering hope to individuals with extreme facial trauma and sparking ethical debates about identity and life-altering medical interventions. These 10 events, spanning centuries and continents, underscore just how much history can be packed into a single day. Don't miss out on more incredible history. Hit that subscribe button now.